Hi students, welcome to this course, PLC Automation, an introduction to programmable logic controller. I am Professor Yao. PLC timer functions. PLC timer functions. The keywords: a single input timer, a non-retentive timer, the multiple input timer, a timing cycle. A single input timer called a non-retentive timer is used in some PLCs. An example is shown in figure 9.1. Energizing input 001 causes the timer to run for 4 seconds. At the end of 4 seconds, the output goes on. When the input is de-energized, the output goes off and the timer resets to 0. If the input in 001 is turned off during the timing interval, for example, after 2.7 seconds, the timer resets to 0. In this case, output would not have turned on. This picture shows single input timer. This is the enable line. Timer count 4 seconds. There are operational disadvantages of the single input type timer that are overcome by the multiple input timer. Figure 9.2 shows 3 types of formats for PLC timer. 9.2a and b illustrate 2 common types. Figure 9.2c shows an occasionally used type when the enable and the reset are different input for use in some special cases. This picture shows a block format. This picture shows the coil format. The block format in figure 9.2a includes the enable and the reset lines, which allows the timer to run when energized. When de-energized, the timer is keeping at 0 or reset to 0. The upper line causes the timer to run when the timer is enabled. When enabled, the timer runs as long as the run input is energized. If runs in de-energized while the timer is running, the timing stops where it is and it does not reset to 0. Note that for figure 9.2a, if both in 001 run and the in 002 enable or reset open and close at the same time, the timer functions in the same manner as the timer in figure 9.1. For format A in figure 9.2, suppose that in 002 is closed and in 001 is turned on. After 6 seconds, in 001 is opened. The timer retains a count of 6. Timing has not reached the preset value of 14 seconds. and the timer output is still off. The timer does not reset unless IN002 is opened. Suppose that sometimes later IN001 is reclosed after 8 more seconds of IN001 being closed. The timer coil will energize since 6 plus 8 equals 14. Format B in figure 9.2 is an alternate. IN7 is for timing, runtime 31 equal run. IN8 enable runtime 31 equal RS. When the timer goes on, its output 31 internal turns output 38 on. In some PLC formats, the register count is not displayable. In some PLC format, the preset time value is fixed for the function chosen. For example, 5-second timer, 10-second timer, and so on. The figure 9.2c illustrates a typical case when the enable and the reset are two separate inputs rather than a common single input. This configuration can be used for special program requirements when the arrangement is available. The configuration and the timing diagram for the Allen-Bradley PLC is illustrated in figure 9.2d. This picture shows the coil format with separate enable reset. This picture shows the timing diagram for timer. Two other timers are included in some PLCs: time delay on and time delay off. Their functions are shown in figure 9.2e and 9.2f. An add help in define timer contact status is shown in figure 9.3. There are 3 states in a timing cycle: the initial of reset state, the state during timing, the state after timing is complete. This shows the time on delay diagram. When bit I012-10 is set, the processor starts T4 column 0. The accumulate value increments in 1 second interval. The T4 column 0 .tt is set and output bit O column 013-1 is set. The associate output devices is energized while the timer is timing. When the timer is finished, .acc equal to .pre, T4 column 0 .tt is reset. So output 013-1 and the associated output devices is de-energized. And the T4 column 0 .dn is set. So output column 013-02 is set, and the associated output devices is energized. When the accumulated value reached 180, or when the running condition saw a go force, the timer is reset. This shows the time of delay. This is the timing bit, this is down bit. When bit I column 012-10 is reset, the processor start timer T4 column 0. The accumulated value increment by 1 second interval, as long as the run remains false. T4 column 0.tt is set and output bit O column 013-01 is set. The associated output devices is energized, while the time is timing. When the time is finished, dot accumulate equal to dot preset. T4 column 0.tt is reset. So output column 013-1 is reset, and the associated output devices is de-energized. And the T4 column 0.dn is reset. So output 013-02 is reset, and the associated output devices is de-energized. When the accumulated value reached 180, or when the run condition goes true, the timer stops. This picture shows the sequential chart of timer. Open symbol circle, close symbol contact close. Homework: handwriting all keywords and submitting them to Coach Facebook. Just do the online quiz and see you next time.